USS Theodore Roosevelt, CVN-71, is the fourth Nimitz-class, nuclear-powered, aircraft carrier in the United States Navy. She is named in honor of Theodore Roosevelt, the 26th President of the United States and a proponent of naval power. She is the fourth ship named in honor of Theodore Roosevelt, three bearing his full name and a fourth with just his last name. Another three U.S. Navy ships have Roosevelt in their names in honor of members of the Roosevelt family. This carrier's radio call sign is Rough Rider, the nickname of President Roosevelt's volunteer cavalry unit during the Spanish-American War. She was launched in 1984, and saw her first action during Operation Desert Storm in 1991. On December 28, 1990, Theodore Roosevelt and CVW-8 deployed for Operation Desert Shield, arriving in the Persian Gulf on January 16, 1991. With the commencement of Operation Desert Storm on January 15, 1991, Theodore Roosevelt began combat operations, eventually flying over 4,200 sorties, more than any other carrier, and dropping more than 4,800,000 pounds, 2,177,243.4 kilograms, of ordnance before the ceasefire on February 28. Four U.S. Navy carriers formed Battle Force Zulu following the 1991 Gulf War: Theodore Roosevelt, top right, cruises with Midway, top left, Ranger, bottom left, and America, bottom right. When Iraqi forces turned on the Kurds, Theodore Roosevelt and CVW-8 were among the first coalition forces in Operation Provide Comfort, flying patrols over northern Iraq. After a 189-day deployment, with 176 days at sea, Theodore Roosevelt returned to Norfolk on June 28, 1991. On February 14, 1992, the ship won her second battle. This was followed by the award of the Battenberg Cup for 1991 as the Atlantic Fleet's premier ship. On August 29, 2013, Theodore Roosevelt returned to Norfolk Naval Station, Virginia, completing its post-overhaul sea trials that concluded its 4-year midlife RCOH. On September 14, 2013, Theodore Roosevelt successfully completed flight deck certification, which entailed completing a total of 160 carrier landings during daytime and nighttime operations. Other certification drills included rigging the emergency barricade, flight deck firefighting evolutions, and crash and salvage operations. On September 17, 2013, Theodore Roosevelt completed her first underway replenishment in over 4 years. Flight testing for the X-47B continued on board Theodore Roosevelt on November 10, 2013. During this phase, the X-47B's digitized carrier-controlled environment was tested, which involved the interface between the unmanned aircraft and carrier personnel during launching, flight operations and recovery. The digital environment offered increased flexibility and enhanced safety for carrier operations. On January 15, 2014, the Navy announced that Theodore Roosevelt's homeport would move to San Diego, replacing USS Ronald Reagan when she relocated to Japan sometime in 2015 as part of the U.S. Navy's preparation for the planned refueling of USS George Washington. On March 4, 2015, during a training exercise off Florida, Theodore Roosevelt was mock sunk by the French Navy submarine Saphir. On 11 March 2015, Theodore Roosevelt and Carrier Strike Group 12 departed Naval Station Norfolk for an around-the-world tour with deployments to the U.S. 5th, 6th, and 7th Fleets as part of the first deployment of Naval Integrated Fire Control Counter-Air, NIFCCA, Carrier Strike Group, before arriving in their new homeport of San Diego, California. On March 5, 2020, Theodore Roosevelt, along with the cruiser USS Bunker Hill, arrived at Da Nang, Vietnam, for a 5-day port visit commemorating the 25th anniversary of United States-Vietnam relations. In July 2021 she was moved from San Diego, her usual home port, to Bremerton, Washington, where she will be retrofitted to accommodate the F-35 multi-role combat aircraft. A Navy spokesman said she will be in the Bremerton shipyard for 16 to 18 months. Approximately 3,000 sailors and their families will move to Bremerton.